hope you're well. This is the final stream of my New Zealand campaign, Cold War. And as you can see, I actually ended up first place with almost 22,000 gold as a reward. Yeah, and that's about it. Not much else to add to this actually. Cannot give any orders anymore. We reached day 43. Okay, I thought it was 45 days, but I guess 43 days. And the last thing that happened that I didn't stream was that we pushed Mexico and Korea out of Korea, Japan, and China and Asia, more or less. Mexico kept on pushing with nukes and air in Africa. What is this? Oh, can you see all units now? Oh, nice. Okay. So you can see Mexico has a bunch of units still in Mexico. Mexico has 335 units. Ooh, he's down quite a lot. And I ended up with I lost a lot, 428. Yeah, it's a nuclear air war at the end. It's rather boring. It's rather discouraging to just see single units trying to creep forward a couple of provinces just to get zapped by nukes, or if they're a large force, and if they're a small force, concentrated air forces. Well, there was a reason I focused heavily on air early in this campaign. And Mexico has invaded. Yeah, I was afraid this was gonna happen. Like ghost armies landing in the map. Okay, Mexico is at Christchurch. They're at New Zealand. Yeah, I had to leave my course quite open. Why? Yeah, I was carrying China and I was fighting two continents versus $500 US. I didn't play the last I just kind of reshuffled a little bit of air units at the end, and I knew I had he actually managed to get up to within 200 points. I had a fairly comfortable 300 point lead. If I hadn't paid any attention, I'm sure he could have taken 150 points from me, and I lost 150 points, and those 300 points would have been a Mexican victory. But this happened the last couple of hours, this landing here, and it could have led to a lot of victory points changing hands. Well, not that many, say 10 cities or so. I am more relieved than sad to finish this campaign. It was quite exhausting at the end. 43 days. My advice is, do not play more than one campaign at the same time. If you start more than one, I think you should be mentally prepared to maybe drop the others and continuing playing the one you enjoy the most, or with the one which is most successful. Because since it doesn't have a night turn off, it's a 24-hour play, so it's quite exhausting, to be honest. And activity is necessary to not fail. If you find an opponent sleep cycle and you can just abuse that, there's nothing you can do against that. There is a headquarters function, high command, that allows you to set patrol orders and fire orders, like fire or not fire, maybe for some reason, but it helps a little bit, but not really. So to be frank, I find myself going to bed sometimes worrying what would happen when I woke up in the morning. And when a computer game puts you in that state of mind, it has a little bit too much of an effect on your night's sleep. That's not something to recommend. Not a big thing, but yeah, I did wake up and like, I need to check if something happened during the night. Then I could relax for the rest of the day, right? It's not like you have to worry and pay attention the entire day. It's quite comfortable. You can check the game, I don't know, three, four, five, 6 times per day, and you're fine. So it's not a huge time waster, but it is those 6, 7, 8 hours in the evening when you're not like checking once or twice. That is a bit of a stress factor. So I would recommend the game developers to start servers and matches that have a turn off and turn on cycle, maybe 12 plus 12 hours or 16 plus 8 hours off and 16 hours on. That would be yeah, I would definitely go for that. Also, I would also recommend them to have pay gold to enter a match. I mentioned this in another stream, and then you cannot spend any gold in the match. So it's just a fair fight. Or even have free matches like that, because I am dead tired fighting against gold spammers. Both these matches has one huge gold spammer dominating the map, and it's honestly just broken beyond belief. And it puts an otherwise excellent game down to a rather broken, stupid free MMO pay-to-win game that I cannot honestly recommend. Even though because of the game is rather good, but the design of the payment method, the gold spending, ruins this game. So I suggest you go and find another similar, maybe Axis and Islands Online. It should be quite similar to this in a way, and maybe play Hearts of Iron 4 with online P friends. It's not that similar, but it's a better experience overall. Or be prepared to ignore your stats, and if you have a gold spammer in the match, just leave it. Go and play another map, and if it's a good map, everyone's playing without too much gold spending, and you're having fun, and it's more balanced and skill rewarding, go with that. That's another solution, but I can't really do that. I'm too stubborn and thick and stupid. I'm go like a bullet for the throat of that gold spammer. I see red, and it's not entirely healthy. From an entertainment perspective. So yeah, I guess this is more a reflection of the game than actually the New Zealand campaign. Obviously I want to mention, like I did many times before, in that the new version 1.5 is very different from the previous version, and I do feel it's a better version. It's more balanced overall. All resources are valuable. The resource gain is more nuanced and balanced. The research is more incrementally scaled, so that the higher levels take a lot longer time. So you can have a lot of low-level text, but once you start getting up into the high-level text, you really need to focus. I think they were almost the same all the way up. So it was just the day progression. It opens up like day 18, this and this text open up. Yeah, you just research and you had it. But now, if you want to reach the end, you have to select. And if I would do it all again, I would narrow down the text I would focus on each nation, and just go for fewer texts and really have them up to date and finish them as fast as possible, and try to ignore and play without certain unit types. Is it good to have a mix? Pen, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors. Yes, definitely it is. But now I know the new science, the research model. Research time is more scarce than what I feel it was before. And if I were to spend some of my 168,000 gold that I now have, compared to 150 that I started with, and I stand about to gain more gold from the other match, I probably might use some to do some research. For example, before you go to bed, if there's only a few hours left on the research, let's say 2-3 hours, and you're about to sleep for 8 hours, maybe you could finish that tech and start a new one, and thereby save yourself 5 hours. Little house cleaning tip there from your old grandmother here. And it would cost you 2,000-3,000 gold. That is something you can comfortably earn from the game gain from achievements. You don't have to pay real money for it. Whereas almost any other expenditure of gold in the game is just a drop in the bucket. Buying troops, buying resources, finishing troop production early. I actually think I spent more gold by accident clicking on a province and trying to check the morale, and I actually clicked this yellow propaganda campaign for 1,000 gold, which is, it doesn't have a confirmation, but it's my own fault. But I spent very little gold on this match, and I actually clicked more than I used. And the new espionage option, honestly, if you in a critical stage of the campaign would spend almost 10,000 gold to reveal all the enemy's armies, you just get a snapshot of all armies belonging to this country. I didn't do it. I really felt like doing it in my other match. I didn't feel I needed it in this match. I had enough share map and spy information, etc. Anyway, it's very expensive, 10,000 gold. That would probably be like €1. Oh, that's... I think it would be about €1 or $1. Well, I say it's a lot of money. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Just for one click in a game, you pay $1 out of 1,000 or 10,000. In that perspective, it is an expensive game click, isn't it? But anyways, it's incredibly powerful, obviously. You know the entire enemy disposition and thereby his plans. I think you can even see where his troops are going. So if you're in the fog of war in the dark and you save up money, gold, and this could be it. I mean, decrease morale is powerful as well. Of course, the gold spammers been doing all. They've been targeting my course with morale decrease. They've spied multiple times, like their allies would go, oh, the gold spammer, he knows all your troop dispositions, lol, ha ha ha. Yeah, he spends money to cheat. Yeah, that's wow, slow clap. Like, do people don't have any morals? Don't you feel like I'm a dirty, lousy cheater here? Again, I will finish saying this again, that there would be so many good ways to implement gold expenditure that would not affect the game balance. Like, for example, give units or stacks or experience or medals or skins, like cool panzer units, armored units. You could have them like with black or camouflage, and I know people will spend. I might even spend to have like the super elite heavy armor unit look super cool. And it wouldn't change the combat stats, at least not that much. Maybe something minor, like they have a little bit of better morale regain. Like, that's really minor. Not like, yes, I click the button, I pay money, and magically my units regenerate health and ROM out of battle. And my opponent can't do that, so I'm gonna win. Aha, haha, I spend more money, haha. It's a free MMO web browser. I win because I spend. It's disrespectful to players, to their player base. It's and I doubt it is the best profit model. But obviously, I don't have the stats. I don't have the numbers. But I think they could make, and I might be wrong about this, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could have a lot more customers coming back and enjoying the game and maybe paying money, and they're like, this is a really good payment method. This company is worth supporting. I'm gonna buy their supporter packs, their skin packs, their little tweaks. Like, for example, in the research you have for veterans that played a lot, if you find blueprints you can gain resources, but once in a while you find a blueprint, and when you have enough blueprints you gain a top model, and this is, I don't know, 20, 25, 30% increased combat movement stats. That is very powerful for veterans, and no one's complaining about that. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the game, and veterans should have, so you could have, but the way gold is implemented, let me just finish my rant by saying incredibly broken. and very, very bad, and very expensive. There's a few heavy spenders usually on a map, if any. Well, but I'll be honest, I think most of the matches I played over the years have been broken by a heavy gold spammer. That's it. It's always the same. I enter a map, I have a bit of fun, and then I see like this guy is expanding really, really quickly, and then I start to realize that, oh, he broke the game by spending a lot of gold early. Okay, he's gonna win the map, and probably no one's gonna, like, maybe if I get a few good allies, like happened here as New Zealand, that is the best thing about this match. 43 days, we stopped the gold spammer, he did not win. He was second position. I wish, cancer or not, I wish we could have taken him down. Taken him out from the game. Make him spend $500, not have a single point at the end of the game. That is what he deserves, to be honest, the way he played. It was dirty, it was disgusting, they were just zombie, like 20 new airplanes, 20 new airplanes, 10 new airplanes, 5 new tanks. It's like, oh my god, how many troops are you buying with gold? I mean, spend money on your healthcare. You shouldn't spend like this much money on a game, it's not healthy. I should be as upset as I am. I really do wish they would change, because I would like to come back now with my new experience and play another map. It will take weeks, if not months, if I ever do it, because it's always the same. I want to play a war game of this scope, a 43-day World War slow-mo. Yeah, I like that. But I always get disappointed with the gold spamming. Okay, I got a little bit of a rant. I was worried I had nothing to say. I have very little to say about the campaign that I haven't said already, but I guess I have some stuff to say. And there's 2 more days to go on my other map in the other match, and it seems I'm going to survive. You'll have to watch that series. And I'm more, how should I put it, proud or happy or glad of the achievement of surviving here. I really thought we were gonna win easily over Christmas, like a week and a half ago or a week ago, and then it turned out to be this massive gold zombie invasion of Asia and Africa, and oh god, are we gonna get wiped off the map by gold? And we weren't, but it was a close call. Look at the map, how this border gore, this is the way it's supposed to look. 2 nice nations, and yeah, this is horrible. It's ugly. It doesn't matter, but yeah. And so this is by far the largest and longest and most intense streaming project that I've done so far. It is all to do with COVID and Christmas and sitting at home. And it's been intense. It's also been quite fun and a lot of enjoyment at times. And maybe someone will watch more or less every part of this series at YouTube in the future. And if you've made it this far, just know that it's been, even though I complain a lot, for a reason, it's been a interesting and challenging and a good experience for me. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I made it to the end. I'm glad at the final stream here now, and I'll be happy to put the last episode up on YouTube and make it available for anyone interested in Cold War. I do not think there's a lot of YouTube Cold War material out there, and definitely none of this scope and length. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, a subscription, and like, and head over to Twitch and follow me there. And please watch and comment on future material. I am a beginning and old and inexperienced and technologically challenged streamer, and I need a support. So I don't ask for it in every stream, so I will now at the end, right before ending this long stream and match. And if there's anything you want to know, I think this game will be saved in my game archive, so I probably could dig it up and go back into it and check stuff out. So feel free to write any comments or send me a message, and I'll try to answer any question you have. Boys and girls, thank you so much. With this, I'll leave you, and I wish you a happy weekend and Saturday night. And I will see you in the next stream project. Please follow me in Mountain Blade Bannerlord, A Distant Horizon, an adventure of, what's his name, Torvald Stillness River Spear and his travels in Caldaria. Thanks for watching. Bye.